These are the games you have to win to be taken.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Trendon Watford.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now Golden State's starting 5. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, the guard pair. Schroeder and Thomas. Watford out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Claxton in at the center. Doris, here we are into the home stretch of this terrific season.
And Kevin, we can all feel the playoffs approaching, which in and of itself is so exciting. But what I love about the current structure of the league is this final stretch, there is always so much in play, and that elevates the intensity. It is a special time of year.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Now Schroeder, boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. Outside Bogdanovich. From past the arc. Good on the triple.
Well, that's Bogdanovich making great use of the pick and roll. Fantastic at exploiting whatever the defense delivers to him.
Good on the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brooklyn with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now Thomas, after the missed 3 from Mr. Clutch. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Thomas passes to Bogdanovich. And it's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Schroeder passes to Bogdanovich. Schroeder setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Here's Watford. It's another look, and it's good on the way in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Nets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. That one misses.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Schroeder. Warriors with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And here's Bogdanovich after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started.
Warriors leading by 8. So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Finney Smith passes to Simmons. And here is Milton. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Here's Mr. Clutch. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Nets trail by 10. Milton with it. Nothing on the board. Back to Simmons. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead, and Brooklyn has possession. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Milton against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Finney Smith. Here's Milton. And again, it's the Nets missing. Warriors leading by 12. Floats it up for Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
To the paint. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against New York was outstanding. He dropped in 55 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Now on the court is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Here we go, fans. It's time for
Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Now, here's Milton. No scoring in this one. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Milton. Nets passing it around. In a wide-open look for Simmons. Buries it from three-point range.
That's a confident jumper from Ben Simmons. What an encouraging sign for this team.
Outside Curry. Wiggins passes to Mr. Clutch. A 3-ball. Good! Another from 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. And that one's good. Simmons.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitutions for your Nets. Nicholas Claxton, Jalen Wilson, Cameron Thomas.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound, Brooklyn. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
Claxton, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They get it back.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And the 3 off target. Curry is inside. Guarded by Simmons. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Simmons finds Claxton. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Claxton. And that's 10 points for Ben Simmons. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Kuminga. Here's Simmons. He's got 10. Now, Finney Smith. Back to Wilson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Finney Smith. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Thomas, no luck.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Everyone, I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green's checked in for Kuminga. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's Schroeder. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Mr. Clutch. No good with the triple.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Back to Thomas. 1:29 left in the second quarter. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Thomas. 26 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Warriors leading by 17. On the wing, Payton. Inside. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Curry. Here's Mr. Clutch. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
You love the no hesitation from Dennis Schroeder. Just catch fire and let it go. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Thomas sets a screen for Schroeder. It's good from long range. Schroeder's got 11 points.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Outside for Curry. Curry from 3.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings. Now, fellas, what is it that separates these teams at the top of the power rankings?
Well, we all know you have to have star power, but a lot of it has to do with how much the others are contributing.
Man, I hate that term. Calling them the other devalues their impact, Shaq.
You're just saying that because you were a great other.
Hey, be nice.
I said he was a great other.
Let's
Ernie.
put this behind
listen,
us and
other-
turn the other cheek,
Ooh.
if you will. See what I did there, Shaq?
I
The
see, I
other.
see.
It's a gift.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Golden State Warriors.
While it's been a stampede in transition, they'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Warriors leading by 15. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
The drive by Schroeder. Nice defense from Kuminga.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 15-point game. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. The Nets shooting 41% for the game. Thomas dishes to Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Watford passes to Thomas. Screen by Watford. Thomas finds Watford. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. He rifled that one in from distance. Curry's got 18 points.
I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Here's Schroeder. No good from the wing.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Kuminga. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kept alive. Outside Curry. It's stolen by Schroeder. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Thomas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Sinks that one from the post. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Nets passing it around. It's stolen by Kuminga. There's the lob to the hoop.
Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Schroeder surveying the floor. It's blocked.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well, and I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Second half here, we're just connects again from distance.
This is amazing. That moves him into fourth place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
They get it again outside Curry. And it's off from three-point range. From deep, Thomas. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit. Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Down low. They swipe it. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And that one, good. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Thomas. Shoots over Curry. Second chance shot. Scooped up. Bounce pass Claxton. Bogdanovic wide open. And the Nets another three.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Doris, it doesn't matter what team he's on, Bojan Bogdanovic is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he's able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Nets, Lonnie's checked in, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Trendon Watford. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Wiggins, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Mr. Clutch. The Nets. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Show some love.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Anderson, a screen on Schroeder. Pass to Mr. Clutch. To the inside. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Back to Schroeder. 11 feet away and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Mr. Clutch bangs home the trifecta.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player...
And another steal for him.
Well, he takes a lot of pride on the defensive end. There's no doubt about that. Just look at all the steals he's racked up. Now third all-time in steals amongst rookies.
And that list is filled with NBA greats, isn't it? It makes you think, are we watching a legend in the making? So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
You sure you're not related to Gary Payton?